This is another one of my 98 stories. So this happened in 1995. It's kind of a two-parter, but I'll try to make it like 5 minutes. But this is true. What happened in 1995 was I was in high school. I had a parking permit to park on the premises. There was one day that I had a free period off, so I went with my friends to try to get a paintball gun fix, or pick up some paintballs and see if I could fix my pellet gun, which was in my car. So we went off, right? And the thing is, when you leave premises from school, you have to have, a good reason. You can't just, peel out or whatever. Well, I said, fuck it. So I was with my friends, whatever, and I just kind of like accelerated, and then it peeled right out of the parking lot, just like that. I was like, damn, felt like a fucking rebel. So we went, I think we got the paintballs or whatever, and then my friends were like, dude, just drop us off in the front. I don't want to get in trouble. I was like, all right. So I dropped them off in the front. So as I'm coming back, the security guard stops me. He says, you know you're in trouble, right? I said, what do you mean? He's like, don't motherfucking disrespect me. He's like, go park over there. So obviously I got in trouble. I had to see the vice principal. He talked to me for like, I don't know, it seemed like in a half hour. And the funny thing is, he was talking to me about, driving recklessly, this and that, and trying to teach me a lesson. At the time, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I was kind of like, I was laughing at it, and he's like, what are you laughing at? I said, I'm not laughing. I was laughing. It was a fucking joke. Come on, big deal. So I peeled out. So he suspended my parking permit, whatever. A few weeks later, I had to park, I couldn't park there, so I used to park at an elementary school. I think it was Signal Hill, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. Signal Hill. So I used to park over there. So one time I parked over there with my friend, and I thought I locked the door, but I don't remember. I was rushing. So I go to gym class, and I hear on the loudspeaker, anyone that owns a 1995 Mercury Mystique, please go to your car or something or whatever, So it was really strange. I was like, whoa, that's strange. That's my car. Your car is parked illegally, something like that. So what happened was I went to the car or whatever. I was like, all right, I'll move it, no problem. And I see Dr. LaFries, the asshole principal, and he's in my car. He's like, what's going on? And it's like, so they went in my car and they found my pellet gun. Now, it's a pellet gun. Yes, it looked like a 9mm, but it's fake. It's a pellet gun. It didn't even work. They made a big fucking deal out of nothing. So I said, yeah, well, we had to know whose car it was. So, we opened the door, and I said, you broke into my car? It's like, no, the doors were open. So I don't know 100% sure if it was open, but they broke into my car or whatever, and they found the gun, and they said, this could lead to expulsion. And I said, expulsion? I was shaking. I was like, are you kidding me? For a fucking pellet gun? It didn't even work. So they were trying to make an example out of me, and what ended up happening was, they had sent me home or whatever. Though they called my dad, to come pick me up. He was furious. They said they were going to expel me, and I was just kind of like, this is ridiculous. Like, my whole life is pretty much done now. My whole life is done. It's like, I'm not going to go to college. This is going to be on my permanent record. So I just remember that day. It's like when I went home, drove home, it was like slow motion. I was just like driving really slow and walking really slow. I didn't want to face what happened to me. So I went home and I cried. It was just, it was a horrible ordeal. I remember, I went upstairs and, I was just kind of like, dazed and just kind of like, I cried, with my cat, and, the principal finally called, and they said, listen, here's what we're going to do. I was like, he is going to be suspended for, I think it was like a few days, but we're not going to expel him, and we'll stricken it from the record. So that was pretty much it. So long story short, don't fucking disrespect the law, okay? Even if it's high school, whatever. And to this day, actually I did get the gun back, but he wouldn't give the gun back to me until a couple of years later. But the gun didn't work. Now people said to me, even teachers said to me that, it was a legal search, that they broke into my car. I'll never know, because usually I hit the button, tells me that it was locked. I thought I did, maybe I didn't, I don't know. Some people saying that they, used the Slim Jim to open it. So I was going to call a lawyer. Or I did, talk to a lawyer, but he wanted $500 to talk to Dr. Lafise. I said, fuck it, let's just end it. And that was pretty much it. So almost got expelled. Didn't get expelled. Did get suspended. Funny thing is, when I came back, remember this fucking asshole prick, fucking poser, fucking burnout, fucking said to me, hey man, can I have your autograph? And I'm thinking, fuck you, dude. Go fucking smoke another fucking cigarette, whatever the fuck. Get the fuck out of my face. I didn't say that, but I was like, what the fuck are you, dude? You're a dirtbag. So it was just kind of weird, though. I remember there was one girl that did come up to me, and it was kind of strange. I had a huge crush on her, and she said to me, I was like, wow, is it a real gun? I was like, no, it wasn't a real gun. And she was like, oh. And that was pretty much, that was it. It was like, it wasn't a real gun, people. I'm not fucking stupid. It was a fucking pellet gun. They make a big deal out of nothing. That's it. That's one of my 98 stories. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, well, fuck it. I'll come up with something better. And this is true. Happened 1995. Senior year. High school. That's it. I think I was like 16 or 17. All right, comment, please. Thank you.